Hello? Hello? Hi. What's up? It's very hot. Oh, are you in Australia? Is it summer? Summertime? Hello, it's me, the alpaca person in your computer. Hold on, let me I'm not playing anything today. I'm just chatting. I'm just hanging out today. Just chilling today. What's up? How y'all doing? Wait, hold on. Is this over? Just hanging out today. Just chilling. I haven't just like sat around and talked to people in a little bit. I did during when I did my pixel model thing, but oh my god, wait! I just thought of something kind of funny. Well, I'm gonna put the pixel model on screen, and I'm going to make it into an item, and then I can wear it as like a hat or something, or like I can put it on my desk. Wow, there I am. It'll move and talk with me, which might be a little bit weird, but also I think it's cute. So, item settings, load as item. Okay. Wow. Save. Okay, now there's 2 of them, and then wait a minute. Shadow clone jutsu. Wow. Whoa. Oh my god. Now there's 2 of me. Here, I'll put this little pixel cozy can just stand around here. Cute. But I want to wear not that. I want to wear this outfit. And I want this hair. Because I just feel like it today. Hey, what's up? Now there's 2 of them. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, huh? What's your problem? Still freezing? Yeah. I heard my dad is doing training for work right now. And so he's in another state, and apparently it started snowing there last night for him, so... Still really cold in most places, except for places where it's summer right now. Yeah. It's been cold here, but I live in California, so it doesn't really snow here. There's, you know, ash snow everywhere right now. I don't know if you guys have heard about the California fires yet. Yeah, it's on fire right now. It's not where I am. I'm safe. It's in Southern California, but it's in Southern California in places that I am heavily invested in, making sure that they're okay for the most part. Like, my mom's childhood home was in danger of burning down. I don't know if it did or did not. Her friend had his house burnt down. It's just completely totaled. We're keeping in touch with my uncle, who is down there still and lives near the fires, at least near one of the fires, but currently isn't evacuated or in danger. Yeah. Yeah, I'm keeping in touch with friends that I know and still talk to that are down there too. Currently they're okay. We all lived in around the same area as like where my uncle still is and stuff like that. Title of your stream makes sense now. The weather outside is frightful. It really is. Holy shit. California's on fire, but like where I am is okay, at least. So I am safe. I did hear, I don't know if you guys know Kara Corvus. She's like a crow VTuber. She's one of Pasta's friends. She, as far as I heard, was evacuated along with Captain Sparkles. They were talking about it, I think, on Twitter or something like that the other night. So, yeah. Yeah. Stuff's literally on fire. Very literally on fire right now. But I don't want to talk about it too much because unless you guys are directly involved in it, I don't really like being the person to like bring people bad news and make them worry about things that they can't really help with. So just that's where that is right now. But I'm fine. So yeah. I will say at least it's not fire season currently in California. There is like a fire season technically in California, but it's not fire season right now. Fire season usually comes about not in summer, but directly after summer because it's still hot out. It's usually still around 100+ degree temperatures, but the leaves on all of the trees start falling and like the grass starts dying out and stuff like that thanks to all of the summer heat. So it's usually the driest time of year, and that's when everything usually starts catching on fire. This is far past fire season. This is like far past fire season. Yeah, it's really early in the year for such horrific wildfires. And now the Santa Ana winds were part of that because there's the Santa Ana winds are really strong winds that we're used to coming through California. But typically it doesn't end up like this. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Anyway, hi. How y'all doing? What's up? I hope you guys are safe. I hope you're doing all right. I hope everything is good for you. I'm back to streaming again more often. I'm sorry that I've been like not only absent for so long, but also sorry that I keep starting streams late, even though I say that they're gonna happen at certain times or days. They end up happening later. I'm still getting back to the rhythm of it. I'll get back into the rhythm. It'll work. It'll work itself out. Season where flames are created for no reason, basically. Hi, Manager-kun! Hi! Oh my god, I haven't talked to you in a while. How have you been? What have you been up to? How's life? I've been paying attention to Lucid stuff a little bit, but not enough. I haven't been paying attention to a lot of things. Somebody was like trying to talk to me about agency things that have happened recently. I was like, I don't know what's going on, actually. For once, because I paid so much attention trying to figure out what was going on for so long, and then now I'm just like, I'm completely out of the loop, actually. I don't know what's happening. There's always way too much going on. There's so much. There's so much happening. Oh my god. I have not figured out my MapleStory woes yet. I'm tempted to just make a new account and just do the launcher. I'm also tempted to do that because then I could like set it up more properly for like protective information and stuff like that. But I haven't figured it out yet. I'll get there. People do still play MapleStory. I was gonna play it mostly as like a nostalgia game sort of thing. Just like, I was gonna play it, well, I am going to play it still, but I was gonna play it as like, I don't know if you guys played MapleStory in the early 2000s, but it was a much different game than it is nowadays. Like nowadays, I mean, I think Mom Paka played it, and she's been playing it for like a week and a half or something like that. And within that time span is already over level 200. And back when we first used to play it, when it was like really new, it was like you ground out your levels and you couldn't even get to level fucking 30 without spending hours grinding. Getting to level 60 was wild. More RuneScape kid. I do plan to play RuneScape too on stream. Though I'm kind of waiting for RuneScape's graphical update. Actually, I'm waiting for a couple of games' graphical updates. I know RuneScape's getting an HD RuneScape remastering sort of update. And then Mabinogi, if you guys know Mabinogi, Mabinogi is also getting like an HD, well not HD, but it's getting a heavy graphical update that brings it more in line with games sort of like Genshin-y, but also still keeping Mabinogi's style intact. So I'm waiting for that graphical update too, but I wanted to play Maple Story just as like a nostalgic sort of thing, and I want to play it like it's 2000, so I'm gonna pretend that like even though I'm level 200 or whatever the fuck, I'm just like, I'm actually just grinding until level 30. Just gonna pretend. The sound of the name Mabinogi turns my bones into dust. Oh my god. I spent thousands of not thousands, I spent at least $8,000 on Mabinogi back when I played it all the time. Crazy. Oh. I really like Mabinogi as a game though. I feel like Mabinogi is probably technically my favorite MMO, but not functionally. I think I didn't really get to the point where I had a good group of friends that were playing Mabinogi with me consistently, so I didn't get to do a lot of the higher end stuff, and I didn't really get to know everything about it, but I liked the sideline things you could do. Like, for instance, you can play Mabinogi and you could spend just like 2 weeks being a trader and taking things in between two towns and gaining reputation and fighting off bandits and stuff like that. Or you could go and you could learn farming, and you can go and do like part-time jobs for people and stuff like that. It's very almost RP heavy, so I liked it a lot. Which is also probably why I've been playing so much GTA 5. Because GTA 5, at least the RP GTA servers, are very similar to that feeling of Mabinogi, where you're going around and you're doing a lot of daily things. And you're doing like jobs that are like part-time job sort of things and stuff for people. You're still playing Mabinogi, are you really? Nice. Yeah, I want to play it, but I am waiting for that one to get the graphical update. I don't know if I'll fully wait for RuneScape to get its graphical update. I might start my RuneScape arc sooner rather than later, especially since I've been playing Kenshi. And Kenshi is fundamentally just single-player RuneScape. No Kenshi tonight. Not tonight. Tonight I'm just chilling, just hanging out. But I will play it again soon. Probably not for the rest of this week, at least. But then next week I am going to. Yeah, it's still gonna be a while, yeah. I've been waiting on it, but like I'm not, yeah, it really is. Well, it's single player RuneScape, meshed with like Mountain Blade RTS. It's single player RTS RuneScape. There we go. Single player RTS RuneScape. I think that's probably the best way I've described it finally. I've been trying to figure out a way to describe Kenshi to people for like a couple of weeks now, especially since I've been playing it now. Single player RTS RuneScape. I like the bounties in Kenshi. I like that you could technically just go around and be a bounty hunter. Oh my god, I want to do a bounty hunter run. I've just keep thinking of Kenshi playthroughs that I want to do now. Which is good, because I was worried about figuring out what Kenshi playthrough to do before. I'm doing my robot run right now, but I'm probably just going to make a big robot settlement and then maybe go fight Catlon, and that'll probably be the end of robot stuff. I want to play the Hivers with the Fog Queen and basically take over the areas that I can with Fogmen settlements and try and make most of the world Fogmen. Basically the zombie apocalypse. I want to bring about the zombie apocalypse. And then I kind of want to do a bounty hunter run where I just run around collecting all of the bounties in the world. I forget the name of it, but someone literally did release a single-player RuneScape game a while back. I haven't heard about that. I was playing Brighter Shores recently. I started playing Brighter Shores with my friend. And he and I, we kind of played it for like a day and then didn't really go back to it again. It's a little bit easier and a little bit dumbed down versus Kenshi, and it's not as open world. So it wasn't as interesting, or not Kenshi, as RuneScape. So it wasn't as interesting as RuneScape, but it does have an interesting feature added on, which is that you can set yourself up doing certain tasks that you continue gaining experience while you're offline. So you can like hunt things while you're offline and gain combat experience, or you can cook while you're offline and gain cooking experience, or etc. But it takes longer, obviously, and it's only a really tiny amount of experience that you gain for it. Also, you guys know Ragnarok? I played Ragnarok online a long time ago. There's a game that's being made that's really reminiscent of Ragnarok. I don't know if, can I find the name of that again? Game like Ragnarok. I forget what it's called. I'm following them on Twitter and following the development of it, and it looks really cute, but don't remember what it's called. Heck. No, my bones have gone beyond dust hearing about Ragnarok. Well, I mean, that's just the risk of hanging out with me. You know what I did earlier? I was hanging out with some of my friends in fucking GTA, and I made some really old reference or something, and one of them commented on it, and I was like, well, at least I'm not talking about the hamster dance right now. Crazy frog. And then I was like, here's a llama, there's a llama, and another little llama, fuzzy llama, funny llama, 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 duck. Talking about stuff I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Rend is too baby. He doesn't know. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. A snake, oh, a snake, oh, it's a snake. It's a badger, 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 badger. You found what? Single player RuneScape. I also want to play Black and White. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm playing Kenshi, and Kenshi is an RTS game, and it makes me think about Black and White. But people make fun of Skibidi. Yeah, literally. Yeah, people make fun of Skibidi Toilet these days and call it brain rot, but it's no different than what we grew up on. Yeah, people think they're better. I did a thing. I did a YouTube short that was basically that. Like, you're all talking about how, like, you're not cringe. What about doggos and puppers and heckin' boofers, and Icon has cheeseburger and pancakes on rabbits' heads and... YouTube poops. Happy tree friends. Oh, the llama talk reminds me of the opening credits from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's a song. It's the llama song or something. Black Grimoire. Oh. Interesting. Hi, B. A few people that remember PBS Kids are the few members of the Real One Society. I do remember PBS Kids. I also remember watching, what was it? I mean, I remember watching a lot of cartoons like Doug and, oh my god. I don't think a lot of cartoons would survive these days if they tried to make them happen. Like, could you imagine kids these days watching... Could you imagine kids watching, Angry Beavers? Or Cow and Chicken? Or, Real Monsters? Yep, that's a good one. Could you imagine? They'd be like, holy shit, what is this? Hell, Animaniacs. Animaniacs was wild. Been delisted for years. It's on GOG. Black and White's on GOG. I got it on GOG before. Or it might just be 2, but I don't remember. I think both are on there. Mr. Meaty. Happy Tree Friends was a wild cartoon. The things that we saw as kids are actually crazy. Because, like, we saw freaking, like, Happy Tree Friends was everywhere. I had a Happy Tree Friends shirt in middle school. I watched Higurashi. Actually, I watched a lot. There was a lot of shows about murder in the anime community at the time, too. Because there was Higurashi, but I also watched, like, another where the entire class at one point just killed themselves. It was crazy. It did make me popular among other kids, but one of the teachers did call me on it. Though that I think I got called more on my Faye Valentine shirt because she was like sitting there looking real hot. I wore a lot of crazy shirts in middle school that the staff didn't really like very much. It wasn't a bad shirt. I bet I could still find it. It's probably one of the most popular Faye Valentine shirts if I had to guess. I could probably still find it. It was a pretty popular pose and stuff. I think it had her thighs and stuff. Yeah, wait, I think this is it. No, it was a little bit more raunchy than that, actually. Anyway, it was one of her, like, official art poses, so... It might have been this one. I don't know if I can actually put this on stream, but I'm gonna try. Oh, I can't. I think it might have been this one. Maybe. They were just jealous because they couldn't wear cool shirts. I did have a lot of cool shirts. We bought shirts off of woot.com, which had a lot of meme shirts at the time, so everyone liked my shirts when I was in middle school. But also people didn't really talk to me because I was the weird kid, so... Yeah! I mean, it was fucking, what, 2000 something? 2005, 2004? Nice and vintage. 20 years ago. When I was in my teens, Cartoon Network had a gross out humor phase, and it was one of those. They had a lot of weird phases they went through. I think, yeah, gross out humor was something that really was popular for a little while. I think, in the Animaniacs era, some of it was gross out humor, but a lot of it was just really fucking weird. What was that? What was that show about the dingo? It's like an Australian dingo. I forget what the show was called, but it had a lot of weird stuff in it. Same with All Real Monsters, same with Angry Beavers, same with Cow and Chicken. Cow and Chicken was actually crazy. I never thought about Cow and Chicken being crazy until, yeah, Rocko's Modern Life, that was the one. That one was weird. Came from games done quick and saw Mario Kart 8 is 11-year-old. We're getting old. Animaniacs also had a lot of pop culture humor the parents would get, but not the kids. True. Which I think... Well, I don't actually think that's true. I think the kids did actually understand it. At least sometimes. I know there were some jokes that happened in like Cow and Chicken and other shows that I did not understand as a kid, but did understand as an adult. Which are kind of crazy. But... Oh, and Ren and Stimpy. Yeah. But I think that the kids did understand those jokes a lot better than people expected them to. And I think they understand them even better today. Oh my god, you know what the worst one was when I was a kid that like I didn't understand at the time, but now kind of do? And I don't know if it's intentional or not. I never knew. I never knew and I still don't know. Maybe it's actually just a bunch of internet conspiracy theories, but Totally Spies. There's a lot of information if you look up Totally Spies stuff, which talk about how the guy who created Totally Spies was actually just like a horny asshole, and he did so many fetishes. He made the anime just entirely his fetishes. Not anime. I mean, I guess it is kind of, it's like a English, well, Canadian? French? Canadian? Or just Canadian? Yeah, there was a lot of bondage, there were feet, there were, hold on, I'm gonna get a kink list. Totally Spies kinks. Okay. Oh my god, there's a whole ass guide. Hold on. Just a second. What show is this? Are you asking for scientific purposes? I'm sure you're just asking for scientific purposes, right? You just wanna check. Okay. This has a guide for all of the episodes and the fetishes and the affected girls. I'm only gonna read out the fetishes. But this is only in season 1. So the fetish list, says brainwashing, dehydration, sports outfits, middle-aged clothes, child roleplay, amnesia/memory loss, clones, women fugitives, cowgirl outfits, body part exchange, muscular legs, curly hair, braces, gladiator armor, warrior women, brainwashing again, garbage picker clothes, hippie wear, traditional Russian clothes, Cleopatra outfits, military clothes, Muslim servant outfits, queen outfits, bondage, covered in mud, electric shock, Chinese clothes, being shrunk, and doll outfits. Dehydration is apparently a fetish. I think it's like denying someone something that they need. So it's kind of like a power play fetish. Yep, inflation. There were inflation episodes. That's just season 1 though. So maybe the inflation was season 2, you know? Nowadays we can't even air the episode of Pokemon where James had boobs. We can't! I liked that episode, it was funny. Aw, man. Yeah, every episode was basically a different fetish. Actually, the list that I just had, was every episode listed out, with every fetish listed out. One of the episodes in season 1 is listed as no fetishes affecting no girls. One episode. And that episode is called Abductions. So I don't trust this list, actually. Like, kidnapping's not a fetish to some people. I blame these cartoons for turning me into the person I am today. I do too. But I feel like it was good for me in a way. Because, you know, it means that I'm not concerned about people, like, saying as outlandish of shit sometimes. If that makes sense. I'm not gonna get upset at every single thing that happens to every single instance of somebody saying something weird in my vicinity or something like that and, like, turn it into a big thing. Which I think happens kind of a lot now. Hi, what's up? How you doing? Hello. God. I didn't know that Totally Spies was a fetish show until I was older though. I just liked it. Oh yeah, goth girls. Well, there was goth girls in every cartoon because goth girls in general were a lot more common. Like, every girl went through their emo girl phase. Well, not every girl, but a lot of girls went through their emo girl phase. I went through my emo girl phase. I had, oh my god, the Hex Girls. I had the, like, red and black fingerless gloves that you could get from Hot Topic. And I knew how to do black eyeliner really well. I did the hair over the eye phase for a while. I liked big, like, calf-high black boots. They're getting rid of Disney Channel? Hold on, I didn't hear about that. Why? Why would they do that? Also, I'm sorry if I sound kind of scratchy or stuff like that. I've had a dry cough for a little while. Paka has too, actually, so I'm wondering if it's just, like, the weather or what. It might be because we're using the heater more often, and the heater might have some dust or stuff that it's burning off. So. I think it's already gone? What? Oh, yeah, they could just put all of it on Disney Plus. They don't have to worry about ads, and they just get paid directly by everybody, so. Makes sense, actually. Yeah. Well, if you own the entire company for like fucking Disney Plus and you can just make your own network of every type of show possible, you might as well. It's like Steam, pretty much. Like, why would Valve put their games on any other platform except for the one that they own? Oops, it's only in Europe. Oh, interesting. I miss Toonami. I like Toonami. I like my robot man. They took out the robot a long time ago, but I miss him. I miss his voice. Yeah. You know what I also miss? The era of Adult Swim, where Adult Swim was doing, it was like the Robot Chicken era. You know the era of Adult Swim where they were doing like the really weird ads in between everything, or like including some of the characters from the shows in some of the ads, and like making like ads for Adult Swim itself that were pretty much just like a small mini, like, minute-long skit with the characters of the shows. Yeah, and the augmented reality stuff. That's how Adult Swim did a couple of commercials with a artist? I don't know what to call him. But video artist named Syriac that I followed at the time, who made stuff like the cows video, or just like really weird kind of body horror stuff, or like not exactly stop motion, but just like really heavily edited, strange, like melting clock sort of situation video editing. Syriac was great. He did amazing videos like that. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, I love that guy. He did an ad for Adult Swim once, and I was really proud of him. I was like, holy shit, my worlds are colliding! I already knew that guy! Yeah, like the weird Easter bunny horde spilling everywhere, or like the video of his cat, where like his cat just turns into a million different cats and then takes over the world, basically. Or like the one with, the zombie cat horde that takes over the world. Yeah, where they're just pulling unsettling YouTube animators to make commercials, exactly. Oh my god, do you guys know about, going to the store? That video of, like, the mannequin that's, like frolicking through the streets? Yeah! Yeah, the spider cows. The cat thing wasn't an animation, that really happened. Oh, okay. Oh, I just recorded it? Yeah, that makes sense. Funny seeing people from the Newgrounds era hitting something close to mainstream. Yeah, it really is. It's interesting. The Nigel Thornberry version? There's a Nigel Thornberry version of it? I need to see that. What the hell? Oh, the Newground dating sims. Newground had a lot of things. Yeah. There's 3, I think. I think he did 3 of them, and all of them are fantastic. Same level as the Dog of Wisdom sort of stuff. Hapampa. Hapatagaka. Hapa. I love that shit. My god. Now I'm at this point, I'm at the point of my VTubing experience where I'm just talking about all of the old shit I know. I've gone past, okay, so there was like phases, right? There was like the phase where I first started VTubing for the first year-ish or so, where I was like trying to pretend to be a cutesy anime girl. And then the second year, I kind of gave up on being a cutesy anime girl. I don't remember if that's not the year I said my birthday, I don't think. I think that was the next year. I think it was the year afterwards. I'm not sure. I don't remember. That year, I kind of was like a little bit less worried about it, and I was kind of like talking a little bit more often about like some of the things that I used to remember playing and doing. And then I think the next year, oh, it might have been that year. It might have been that year actually that I said my birthday. Yeah, because I'm coming up on my 4th year, so it would have had to been that year. I did my corporate phase. I was in an agency for a while. And I did all of the corporate stuff that comes with it, like the collabs with corporations and going to conventions and having meet and greets and stuff like that. I had my whole corporate phase. And now I'm in the tired indie phase where, you know, you've given up on everything and you've gone back to just doing the same shit like you used to do, but like now you have freedom again, so you can just do whatever the fuck you feel like. And I gave up completely and just decided to be like, hey, you guys know Neopets? Let's talk about Neopets lore for 2 hours. What's a hagtuber? Usually, I think hag is just everyone that's past 30, right? I think that's the hag point, technically. It's just older women. Screw it, I'm not a cutesy anime girl. Here are the cartoons I watched when I was a kid 25 years ago. You don't have to do that to me. Brain leak. You mean memory leak? I need to do memory leak again. I actually do need to schedule a memory leak in again. I actually do want to get back to it this year. I want to get a new logo for it, actually. I kind of want to get... I really like Aisu's logo work in general. Like, Aisu made my logo. It's down there. It's in the corner. It's down that way. But I really want to get a logo from Chud, which used to do video editing and stuff for me all the time. But Chud put out like an advertisement for some of his work that he's done. and I saw that he does like pixel work and also logos, and I didn't really know that before, so I kind of want to get him to do a logo for me for Memory Leak. And also, I would like to rebrand Memory Leak as actually just Nostalgia Podcast, because I think a Nostalgia Podcast is smart, maybe. Your brain is leaking. Christmas cake tuber. Well, Christmas cake is after 25, and honestly, I feel like that one's a little bit more like 25 is when you actually start, like, you're actually fully mature finally. Like come on. I think Christmas cake is actually a terminology that's falling out of favor now that, like, hags are becoming more, not only more popular, but more well-known. Like Marine, really well-loved. And I think everyone's aware that Corona is in her 30s or 40s, somewhere around there. Yeah, I'm 25, don't bully me. Christmas cake looking at. Nobody wants a Christmas cake after they're 25, Ren. You better go. You better get out there. So, funny thing about that with brains fully developing, I found out, because I've been learning a lot about autism in the last couple of years, that people that are autistic tend to actually develop mentally a little bit slower than other people. So it's actually like a potentially upwards of 2-3 years difference in development time. So, which makes sense to me, because I kept feeling like through my entire life that I was hitting the same milestones that my peers hit years after the fact, mentally. Like, I was having realizations that I knew that my friends had had years beforehand, like 2-3 years late. Like, I think I felt more mentally mature at 27 than 25. Corona, the played niche era retro games on NES. She's a hag. No way. Most VTubers are. Well, I don't think most VTubers even claim an age. I think most of them just don't even say. But I think a lot of like Hololive is quite like either in their 30s or far past their 30s. And I think honestly that's the case with a lot of content creators. I think that realistically a lot of content creators that are getting more popular are for 2 reasons. Well, 3 maybe. Either they're really, really good at something, and you can be really, really good at something from a really young age too. Or they are people that went viral in some way for something, where they went viral for like they came up with an idea and executed it really well, and it just went like berserk, and so they became really popular off of it. Or it's a bunch of old people who have been trying to create content for years in various ways and are finally hitting success because they've finally like done all of the experimentation phases and know what they want and where they want to go and how they want to do things, and they're putting into action all of their theories and successes and stuff like that. I was off Twitter. Wait, why were VTubers getting canceled for playing League? Wait, did Rayless get that? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say right here, right now, with you as my witness, that a cat VTuber I know, Mr. Rayless, plays League of Legends. Didn't it get more popular again because of Arcane? Especially because the 2nd season came out. I don't see why that's a problem. Like, okay, listen. I do know that every single person that I've ever met in my entire life that plays League of Legends basically says that it's like a toxic relationship and they basically just can't quit it and they keep going back to it and it's the worst thing ever, but they just can't stop. But I mean, it's a meth of video games, basically. And everyone that I know that's played League says it. Like, everyone I know that's played League is like, oh, it's just terrible. I just can't quit. I don't know how to stop. Like, it's the worst. And it's like hour-plus long games, and I could never. It's the hour-plus games that get it for me. Like, I'd rather play one Splatoon match for 3 minutes than an hour and a half of League. Most of Hololive Gen 3 and 4 EM seem pretty young, except for maybe Elizabeth. I actually think they're more in the sweet spot of where I'm at. Where they maybe are in their late 20s or just entered their 30s, and they still know not a lot of like Zoomer terminology. They're still pretty tuned into a lot of things. So they still like a lot of the newer stuff. Like, they would still make skibbity riz kind of jokes, but at the same time can make the older jokes too. I think that's basically the point where most of Gen 3 and 4 are, except for Bibu, who is absolutely a Zoomer. Bijou is a Zoomer. I don't know if Hachima is the youngest anymore, though. I think there's probably younger than Hachima now, though. Holo fans were not happy about their Oshis playing League because it's toxic. Well, it is toxic. I mean, if you don't want to listen to, like, if you don't want to see your Oshis interacting with that kind of community and stuff like that, I mean. Does the narwhal bacon at midnight? Oh my god. No, you want an old joke. All your base are belong to us. Since you took your break, I had hella VTuber drama show up on my feed. It's like high school. I don't know if you guys knew this, but for the first like 5 months of 2024, I was keeping track of every day that I saw VTuber drama and waiting until the day that I stopped seeing VTuber drama. And I lost count and stopped counting 5 months into the year when every single day was still drama. There was a lot of agency closures. There was a lot of people suing each other. There was a lot of relationship drama. There was a lot of abuse claims. There was a lot of, like, there was so much. I gave up. I gave up. You went old? Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. I didn't mean to wave. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Early Zoomers, that's true. Late Zoomers, I have zero idea what they're talking about. Fair. That's what social media is for. If they can't find drama, they'll make it up. I only got into Twitter. I never used Twitter before VTubing. Like, never. I take it back. I used Twitter for 2 things. One was that you could post Nintendo Switch screenshots on Twitter. So I hooked my Switch up to my Twitter, and that was actually how I got all my pictures off my Nintendo Switch. Second, giveaways. Usually by companies. Like Hoyoverse does a giveaway or something, and I sign up from Twitch. That was the only reason I ever touched Twitch. Or not Twitch, Twitter. Only reason. So, I only got on Twitter because it is a good marketing tool. And realistically, it's not. It's a good marketing tool to other VTubers. To really overly dramatic people who really want to be nosy about your business all the time. Or to companies, because all like companies and other VTubers actually do pay attention to Twitter, so it makes it important to have some kind of a space there and have a lot of following there, just because then companies and like other professional VTubers can contact you in some way that is simple for them, or they can like look you up or stuff like that. I did have a sponsorship once on my Twitter. When I was in Kawa, I did a Sony sponsorship. I did a Sony post about Makopis. So, I think 2025 is probably the last year of Twitter being super relevant. I think people thought that about Facebook, and it's still there. It's not used by everyone anymore, but it is still prevalent enough that it does matter in some way. But it's also not to the point where, like, you have to have a Facebook to be able to... Yeah, it's for the marketplace and it's for contacting people that you know in real life for various things. Like, if I wanted to go and check in on my friends from Fire stuff, I would probably actually go on Facebook. If I had a really big life event happen to me, then I would probably go on Facebook and talk about it. If I was getting married or something, I'd probably go talk about it on Facebook. You know? I've also been using Twitter less and less. But I mean, I was also not VTubing for a little while, so... Yeah. Also, you know another really old thing that I remember since we were talking about TV ads that were really old? I like chicken, I like liver, meow mix, please deliver. Or, hello mother, hello father, please ticks mosquitoes really bother. Thanks for the package, that's why I'm writing. Canine Advantix really stops all the biting. 800-988-2300 Empire. Temporarily deactivated my Facebook in like October and haven't really felt the need to go back. I haven't deactivated, but mine is really... Oh, sorry, today. It's been so long! I haven't touched TV in like 15 years, at least. Hi, Tunes! What's up? How you doing? Hello. I haven't touched TV in so long. Do people watch TV still? What's on TV? Have you guys looked at TV lately? I feel like the only people that watch TV are the ones that are like watching it for Fox News. Or stuff like that. Only checking for local events. I feel like my community doesn't do local events on TV. I think they do them on like Facebook and groups and stuff like that. Or like they talk about them at bars, if anything. TV is nothing but show marathons. Really? That kind of makes sense since everyone's in their binge phase, so they'd rather just like replay a whole show in a row so that people can binge it all. Forged in Fire. Is that like one of those smithing shows? Because my dad watches those all the time. I actually I think half of my, well, not half of, like a good chunk of, maybe let's say 15% of my YouTube feed recently has been random things about different kinds of chemical reactions or metal or smithing or carpentry or stuff like that, which is really interesting, and I do watch every single one of them. But TV is nothing but like 8 to 10 episodes on one show. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense, because like people mostly just binge and marathon everything now. So if they're gonna watch something, then they're probably just gonna be like, okay, well, there's 8 hours of this show playing today. I'm gonna go watch that. Yeah. Every show just has its own channel where it runs 24/7. Huh. Okay. Makes sense. No, you have watched commercials though, because now commercials are just the ads that play on like YouTube or Twitch streams. I haven't seen someone watch actual TV channels for probably years. Me neither. I think the only one that I know, I think the only time I've heard about TV in the last like 5 or 10 years is my best friend talking about his parents watching like Fox News and shit like that or something. Animal Planet and the History Channel I really liked. Yeah. When they stopped actually being about animals and also history, it's like, well, what's the point now? What's the point of this now? I really liked those days, though. I also miss, I didn't really pay much attention to the age where MTV was actually MTV, and it was kind of just like a lot of like playing of music videos and stuff like that. I feel like that was a cool time in history, and I kind of just missed it. I only paid attention to it at the very end of that era, and then they changed it and like went into like drama shows and stuff like that, and I was like, not for me. Their World War II 24/7 phase. Yeah, that's still history, but it's like a couple of days of focusing on one world event sort of thing. I remember the days when my grandma used to watch Murder, She Wrote on TV pretty much every single day. What do you mean they stopped being about history? I never knew aliens were everywhere, and to ease down from the schluck, I need to watch bikers or pawn shop owners do stupid things. The History Channel is no longer about history. It's from protecting your ears and eyes from thinking about the history that is currently being made in the present day. Millennials have gone through so many different world events that I think we are like, okay, not only world events, but also technological improvements. I think millennials are literally mentally fucked because we've gone through so many different things that were incredibly important for the development of not only our different cultures, but also for human race in general. And we've gone through such a technological boom that we still remember things like floppy disks, but also are currently sitting here on our supercomputers with our fucking touchscreen phones, talking to our Alexa apps. It's wild, man! It's crazy! It's crazy! I think millennials are just so tired. The same thing goes for other generations too, but like to a slightly lesser extent, because it didn't all happen immediately. No Kenshi today, unfortunately. Next week. Because I'm gonna try and do Maple Story still this weekend. On Sunday. Well, I'm gonna try and do it on Sunday mostly because Monpaka told me that Sundays have like a special bonus sort of thing happening in Maple Story, so I'm gonna try and do it on Sunday. But I will play Kenshi again next week. The only reason we don't have flying cars is because of big oil. Some people grew up, some people grew old. I'm probably the latter. Yeah, probably same. I mean, hi. Have you seen me? Hi. Hi, I'm the anime alpaca on your screen with like a freaking flip phone that I get to play with, and this is like my toy and it amuses me, and I could sit here doing this for hours if I really wanted to. This, by the way, is based off of the Razer phone that I actually had in middle school. Anyways. Small peoples are crazy. That's the point. Chat, never take anything I say seriously. No, I take everything you say entirely seriously every single time you say it. What do you mean? People wouldn't just go on the internet and lie, right? You wouldn't just do that, right? You wouldn't just go on the internet and lie. That's crazy. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Nuh-uh. 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 Oh my god, I've been, okay, so I've played GTA 5 RP stuff, right? And I've been playing, for like a good fucking, 4 months and a weekish, I think. A little bit longer, more like 5 months, but I had a phase where I played on a VTuber server for a little while, which was a different experience. It was much more about content. But I've been playing on I think everything Kozi says is gospel. The apocalypse will one day happen and we need her teachings. Yeah, see? Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Fuck, I've forgotten my point. I was gonna say something. I forgot it. I lost it. I like to think of it more as telling my personal truth. I don't know where I am. I grew old, but I would still be happy to eat a big baby pop like a kid 20 years ago. I do like, dum-dums. Dum-dums are good. I'm thinking. The lying on the internet. I know it was related to that. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I had it. It's gone. Goodbye. Sorry, I only have one brain cell, so I don't get to keep it very long. On the internet, nobody knows you're a dog. Yeah, or, I'm actually just a man. But let's be honest, I think all VTubers are actually just men. We're actually just, we're really weird neckbeard dudes that sit at home, and we actually, so it's not even like a situation where we're like we're lying to you and we're using voice changes and stuff like that. It's actually not that at all. So what happens is all of us we go out and we bathe in radioactive goo, and we make sure that we rub it all over our bodies, and then usually around midnight we transform into a real life anime girl, and then we just kind of like, you know, we wiggle our 2D selves into place on the 2D equipment we've already set up for ourselves. It's like, you know, it's like a paper background and like a couple of cardboard things set up in front of me and stuff like that. And we just wiggle into place, and then we turn on our actual webcams. And that's what you're seeing right now. Yeah. Yeah. Fire Emblem. What's about Fire? Lost in Thoughts All. Oh, I do like Lost in Thoughts All Alone. You know what song I really like from Fire Emblem and kind of want to cover sometime? It was the it was from Three Houses. Hold on. It was the Seasons of Warfare one. The Edge of Dawn. I can probably play that, right? Probably play that. For my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay. That one. In peaceful days, I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. Sick song, by the way. Thanks, Fire Emblem, for a banger. They also did the same. They did a banger with is it Aqua? Yeah, Lost in Thoughts All Alone is Aqua's song. On the ocean's great waves, a shore that's not of reach, waters ever change, think back time. Why is it always time? It was time. I mean, I guess time is a really big Fire Emblem thing. This one's from Fates. They got good bangers. What do we do for Did we have another Fire Emblem? Did I just not pay attention to another Fire Emblem release? Oh, we had the one with the toothpaste ones. I didn't play that one, actually. I haven't played that Fire Emblem. Hello, Samantha! What's up? How you doing? Hello. You didn't miss too much? Yeah! I heard from my friend Raisa that the mechanics were really good, but I didn't really ever hear much about the story, so I wasn't really as interested. Just had a horrible content idea. VTuber satire news show where I just lie. Oh, so you mean The Onion, but VTuber. Ren, can you actually please do that? That sounds really funny. You actually actually, yeah? Actually, yeah, yeah, that sounds good. I'll say, yeah, Love Live is cool. VTuber Onion goes so hard. It does. It goes so hard. Oh my god, VTuber Onion is like the same thing that happened. You remember when Bree did the marbles tournament? My friend Bree did a tournament for marbles on stream, which is a game that you literally cannot like practice and be skilled at because it is completely randomized marbles throwing down a marbles falling down like chutes, and they just have a name on top of them, and you don't even get to like do anything, you just watch. It was the balls tournament. It went fantastically well, I think. But as people were getting, like, as people were losing, they were going out and they were creating, like, basically twitlongers. They were making, like, docs and, like, writing out big things and, like, posting things about them. And Bree had, like, I think a good 10, maybe 12 call-out posts about her by the end of it, and about the cheating and my experience with the VTuber balls tournament and stuff like that. It would be the same thing as that. All you'd have to do is like make sure that you have permission from the VTubers. If it's something that's like not, if it's something that's like that you do consistently enough, people might be like, somebody claimed that I set fire to something. I didn't do that. So you have to make sure that you're good to go. By the way, go ahead and lie about me. I'm totally fine with any of you lying about me in stupid ways. I did blow up that school. I mean, what? Am I really in a Hot Topic and not a Spencer's? I'm sorry, you are. Yeah, this is Hot Topic. Yeah. Because he has a crippling salt lick addiction. No, actually, that was my friend Randon. Randon actually, he got one of those... I don't know if he's talked about this in a while. He got one of those... Oh, hey, Numbers. Hi, Numbers. Hello. Hello. Extremely sleepy cat raid. Oh, it's not even a sleepy cat raid. It's an extremely sleepy cat raid. Damn. Hi, guys. Hello. Okay, now listen. My friend Randon, I don't even know if he's talked about it in a while, but he had, at one point, he had an idea where he would get one of those salt lick lamps. Like it's just a big chunk of salt with like a light in the middle of it. And his idea was that he was gonna keep it around, and like as he gained, I think it was as he gained subscribers. Well, not subscribers, actually, it might have been subscribers and members. It might have been both, but I don't remember. He would lick it. And... and his chat was the sweetest beans ever at the time. They were so nice, and they cared about his health so much, and they wanted him to be okay, and they just wanted him to do all right. And he was like in it for the content. And he was like, I want to do this. I think it's going to be really funny. And his chat was like, no, please, Randon, please put the salt lamp down, Randon. No, you can't. You can't keep licking the salt lamp, Randon. It's gonna be bad for your health. You're too old to keep licking that salt lamp. That's an inhuman amount of salt. You can't keep doing this, Randon. No, please. Until he finally, like his chat finally got him to throw away the salt lamp. Because they were so worried about his health. As healthy as a horse. With a salt lick. I saw Cozy take her face off once and drain a random person's life as outside of Five Guys at 3 a.m. Yeah, that sounds about right. Subathon, but for every subscriber I eat cinnamon until I die on stream. Thoughts? Yeah, that's not bad. Did you guys hear about the guy who refused to sleep until he was close to a medical emergency and the cops had to be called to tell him to call it all off, though? Did you guys hear about that guy? Because I heard about that guy. Good lord. Those lamps are not nice to lick. It's not like the good salt. He had like a dent in the salt lamp. Like, I think he took a picture of it before and like after he started licking it. And he went a ways into that salt lamp. I understand why his chat was worried about him. Yeah, the cops were called to tell him to go to bed. Because it was actually illegal because he had gotten to the point where he had been awake for so long that it literally was to the point where he was doing fatal harm to himself and his body. And his friends were complicit in it, so it was basically like live streaming not only self-harm but also torture. So the cops had to show up and be like, hey, stop? And I think they brought a medical team with them to make sure that he was not about to die. For the content. When I licked mine, it was kind of gross. It had this sharpness to it that a grinder of salt doesn't have. Okay, interesting. No, that wasn't in Japan. That was definitely an American thing. Wait, hold on. Man streams being awake. I'll just do that. See if I get it. Norm. His name was Norm. He was awake. He was trying to stay awake for 12 days straight. But I believe it's harmful after just a couple. But I think that he was also trying to get a world record. He's Australian. He was trying to get a world record, but it wasn't a world record that they were even tracking because it was something that was bodily harm. Yeah, the one guy that stayed awake longer than that was a dude that stayed awake for 19 days in 1986, but I am pretty sure he had permanent medical damage and died not that long after, as far as I heard. So yeah, they can't track it anymore because it's too dangerous. Yeah. Same reason. Same reason. I did that in my WoW phase without even thinking. But you probably didn't, you know. What? I forget what exactly happens, but I think, like, you actually do start getting some organ shut down and stuff like that after a certain amount of days. So don't stay awake forever, please. Thank you. Please make sure you get sleep. I did pull an all-nighter the other day, but, like, an all-nighter is nothing compared to trying to stay awake for 12 days! Even if he thought he got a record, there's still the dude who didn't sleep since he was a kid. Yeah, there's always somebody that's done something more insane. Oh my gourd. It's been over 2 years! Holy shit! God damn! Fathom, thank you for being a member for another month. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. That's crazy. Sleep deprivation is really bad. Tried staying up 3 days to hallucinate. I got to the 68 hours. Oh my god. Yeah, I've hallucinated a little bit after 3 days and also was like passing out like constantly. I think the most I can do reasonably, I say reasonably, it's still not reasonable. Did you know that when you stay up like that for long stretches of time, it gives your body the same or similar effects as being drunk? So you actually get like sleep deprivation drunkenness, basically. I can do all-nighters without too much issue. I can't easily do like 2 days. I think 2 days is my limit, and I would only stay up 2 days in a row if it's like a really big situation and I kind of feel like I have to. Ah, Danny! Thank you for being a member for another month. Thank you, thank you. Also, hello, RTS. How you doing? What's up? Hi. Hi. 23, thankfully. I can't take that for granted, though. Yeah, honestly, just try and take care of yourself. You guys, listen, I had, my great-grandma was alive into her 90s, and I think I talked about this on stream not too long ago. She was alive well into her 90s. She almost hit 100. And her secret was literally just going on walks every single day. And, like, making sure that she didn't get too, you know, she stayed as physically fit as she could. So, it really is that easy sometimes. I need to take more walks. Maybe 24 in a month. Hell yeah, nice. I'll be 32 in 2 months. Getting up there. Getting about time for birthday, actually. It's 32, right? Yeah, 2025, yeah. Oh my god, I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting how old I am. I've done that before, though. This isn't the first time. When you get close to milestones, you start remembering how old you are again, and then when you start getting away from the milestones, then you start forgetting again, I feel like. Because when in my mid-20s, I struggled to remember if I was like 23, 26, whatever. I was always only ever a year off at most, but it was still like, I couldn't really remember which 20 I was in, you know? Maybe I'll live until 90. Maybe. Yeah. I feel like walking every day. I forgot my age after 30. I called myself 32 recently, and then realized after the fact that I'm actually 31 still. Thank you for being a member, Linkle! Hell yeah. I just had to do math to figure out how old I am. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Yeah, but you're hitting your milestone. See, that's what I mean. You're hitting a milestone, so you're remembering how old you are again. I miss the benders some days, but I can't anymore. I even gave up weekend drinking a year ago. Really? Huh. I hate math. I hate math. I'm so bad at math, man. There's a website. How old am I? Really? Is there? That makes sense. There's a lot of people that forget how old they are, I think. Like I said, when you're not at a milestone or like close to a milestone, I think you start getting to the point where you're like, I don't remember. I don't really know. I turned 22. Nice, nice. Hell yeah. Do you guys remember? Okay. Anyone think it's weird that, I mean, the Zoomers, you can say something too. Who knows? Maybe you have some kind of perspective on this. At some point, the Zoomers started using ASL to mean as hell, like as L sort of thing. Damn, that's lit as L, or some, you know, some shit like that, right? ASL in old internet used to be age, sex, location. And you would walk up, you'd not walk up, but you would chat with somebody and you would be like, ASL question mark? And you would try and ask age, sex, location, because like people were weird online. I never asked that shit. Well, I mean, some people that were younger asked it because they were trying to hang out with people that were their age, and if they found out somebody was too old, then they wouldn't want to hang out with them either. But American Sign Language too, yes. But like as internet lingo, it started being as hell. But now it was ASL a long time ago, and it's like, what? I used to do the shroomies and watch Danny Phantom. Holy moly, was that extra fun. Be safe, kids. Stick to legal substances. Oh god. Yeah, it was stylized as A-S-L usually. I did see some people that just walked, like, did the ASL all lowercase with a question mark. Sorry, I read all of Class 09. Okay. Alright, let's talk about Class of 09. Because... funny thing. There's a lot of people who look at Class of 09 and they're like, what the fuck is up with that game? That's crazy. I can't believe they would do those sort of things in a game. I can't believe they would have high schoolers saying that sort of thing. I can't believe it. Accurate. Whole thing. Entirely accurate. I used to go to school in a public school in LA County. Accurate. That was high school. You know how many people I heard about, like, shooting up out back of the fucking high school. I played strip poker in the middle of the night on the football field. Now, all of the girls were assholes to the guys and kept doing things like, oh, we would take the hairband off of our wrist and be like, I took off something, or like took off a sock, whereas the guys were like taking off their pants and stuff. I took off something. But literally, yeah, it's literally just, I kind of want to play Class of 09 because it's literally like, people get all uppity about it and they're like, oh, that's controversial, you can't play that, you can't do that, like, but it's that what I lived that. Actually, I literally lived that. You know, when I graduated, 2010. That's literally the age that I went to high school. You guys wear more? Yeah, we do. Yep. We wore more accessories and stuff so we could just take them off and be like, well, I took something off. Tee. I am a hag. It's true. It's true. Also, hi! Words of BR! Enjoy your lurk. Hey, same year. Nice! My high school class, our class color was black. We were the emo-est class generation, and also our class animal was a panda. I remember this. One earring at a time. Yeah, somebody did do that, actually. Somebody did take off. Actually, I think the guys complained about it, so they took off both their earrings at the time, but then they took off their necklace next, and the boys couldn't complain about it because it was technically a different accessory. I should play Class of 09. I should. I think it'd be funny. Oh, wallet chains! Wallet chains. We're in a Hot Topic and someone's buying all the coffee cups. Yeah, Hot Topic had bongs for a while too. It did actually have those. It had a lot of weird shit. Hot Topic basically just pays attention. I mean, that's kind of the point, I think, of what Hot Topic was. But Hot Topic just pays attention of what, like, the weird pop culture things are. And they just sell them. That's why they had a My Little Pony phase for a while. And they did Powerpuff Girls merch and stuff. If you're really desperate, you could unlace your shoes as an item. I think I did. I think I did do that, actually. I think I pulled the lace out of my shoes. Can't count how many times guys in high school just suggested going skinny dipping. We didn't have places to skinny dip, so we couldn't do that. But yeah, we did have somebody get naked and strip and run across the football field at one point. But I think that's like a high school standard. I think if you don't have that experience in high school, then you've had a bad high school experience. What about the people that have had it happen more than once, though? What about the people that have had it happen like their freshman year, but also their senior year? You didn't have that? Well, you had a terrible high school experience. That's crazy. Can't believe it. I am. I talked about the fires at the start of stream, Zatham. They're primarily in Southern California. I'm in Northern California. But they are in the vicinity of people that I know. They have already burned down one of my mom's friends' houses. I don't know if they did or did not burn down her childhood home, but they were right next to it, at least. I'm checking in on my friends that are down there, making sure they're good at the moment. I don't think anyone that I know is being threatened in any way. If they are, then I'm probably gonna have to find out later about it. But I didn't want to talk about it too much because I know I'm one of those people where, like, if I hear about tragedies, then I feel really shitty about it. But like, there's nothing I can do about it, and I'm just hearing about how bad it is. So I don't want to give that experience to other people. It's happening, but they're doing their best to deal with it, and you know, I don't want people to be worrying too much about things that they can't really, you know, help with, be a part of. Keep in touch with people if you know that they're in the area. Make sure that, yeah, make sure they're doing good and stuff like that, but it is heavy. For us, I got spliced with this sex toy catalog. It was like part goth, part pop culture, part fleshy gun and joy. No, yeah, they had dildos in the back. Back when I went to Hot Topic a lot, they had a whole dildo section in the back. Well, okay, they had two. It actually went in stages. So Hot Topic at the very front of the store was just like the popular random bullshit, like My Little Pony or Powerpuff Girls or something like that. Then in the middle section was the actual, like, kind of goth, kind of pop stuff. So that was where they had the, like, striped red and black fingerless gloves and, like, the cross accessories and the death notes and stuff like that. Then they had the next part of the store, which was the actual rock stuff, at least for a little while. They actually started getting rid of that stuff, but for a little while, Hot Topic did actually attempt to stay up with, like, rocker culture and, like, actual, like, metal bands and stuff like that. So they had the actual band section, and then at the very, very back, they had the dildos. Yeah, the myths of the dildo section. I know at one point, I went to Hot Topic with my aunt, and I got some, it was at the time period where those rubber bracelets were really popular, and I got one of those rubber bracelets, but it said something, no, not rubber, but it wasn't a rubber one, it was one of the cloth ones, the cloth little rubberized bands that were like a little thick, and you had like the wrist cuff almost things that you put on, kind of like a bracelet, like a cloth bracelet with like a patch sort of on it. I got one of those, not the snap bracelets, the embroidered kind of little bracelets. I got one of those, but it said something sexual on it, and I didn't even think about it being sexual at the time, but it said something sexual on it, and my aunt was like, "Are your parents gonna be okay with this?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, they'll be fine with it." I didn't know at the time. I realized later down the line, I think my parents knew immediately. But, like, they didn't care, because, like, they went to Rocky Horror Picture Show Shadowcasts, and I knew, the whole, like, I knew Rocky Horror songs when I was, like, a little baby, or, like, I watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail with my parents, so. Yeah, you like it! When I play MapleStory, I'll probably be using the Pixel VTuber. So, soon. Hopefully on Sunday I'll be able to get everything running for it to work. It was probably an innuendo that young Cozy didn't grasp. It was only a couple, like I don't know if weeks or months went by before I got it. But I mean, I was in middle school, so I wasn't that young. People were making sex jokes in middle school. They really were. But, you know. I love Booby's bracelet era. Sprite Cozy is cute, right? I love small Cozy. Like, I do kind of want to get my pigtails made by Blubber, though, at some point. Because I think it would be cute. I really like the pigtails. They're my favorite, so. Angel in the Centerfold didn't hit me what the song was about till I was 20. Yeah, there's a couple of, like, songs and stuff like that that hide, like, sexual or darker themes or stuff like that pretty well, so. Time to go mimic my sex life, dormant for a long time. Holy shit. That's the best way someone's ever told me they're going to sleep. Alright, good night, Aniko. I hope you have a good night. Rest well. Holy shit. Are you going to Off-Kai this year? Probably. Maybe. I don't know yet. I haven't set up any room plans with anyone. I haven't signed up for anything yet, and I don't know if the hotel block still has any spaces. So I'm not sure yet, but I'll figure it out in the next couple of months. Sourdough bread? I don't actually like sourdough bread that much. I don't know what it is. Just not really a fan. I like potato bread a lot, and white bread is okay. I'm gonna try to go, but I may be sleeping on the street. You bought your hotel and badge. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I need to talk to friends and see if anyone else is going. You've never heard of potato bread, really? It's basically a white bread, but it's made with potato. Potato in it, at least. It's a white bread that's a little denser than a normal white bread, because white bread usually is pretty thin and like has a lot of air in it and stuff. Potato bread has a little bit more substance, but it tastes like, you know, bread, so it doesn't taste like potatoes. Go with Baka! Yeah! Oh my god. You guys should make like a mod room. Go get Mailbox and take him too. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, potato bread is what BK uses for their chicken sandwiches. There's a lot of restaurants or fast food places that have potato buns. And it's a slightly sweeter bun that's a little bit more thick. You have a lot of air. Nice. I see. Oh my god. Oh. You know what I'm gonna do after this, by the way? I'm gonna go get in fucking GTA again and see what's blown up while I'm gone. Oh god. This has been the most interesting few months of like my non-streamed GTA arc. 'Cause man, there's drama in character, then there's drama out of character, then there's like everything. Currently, there's a whole thing going on. Someone might be dead. Some people might be getting shot. Not sure what's gonna happen. One person shot at somebody else that was really important, a gang leader. And they were wearing the wrong color, so the gang leader thought that that was a different gang. It was not, but he had a conversation with him about it, and apparently he's not getting shot for it, thank God. Poor guy. Poor guy could have gotten ocean dumped or something. Out of context, this conversation is interesting. GTA RP in general, like if I talk about it, then it sounds very illegal. Very illicit. They caught the bird people yesterday and burned them. But it might have been someone that everyone knew. So they killed a man. And there's an ongoing investigation. And And there might be a gang war. I don't really know. There could be multiple. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. Boy, you're lucky you're white. Holy shit. Whoa, no, it's not awesome. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. Totally normal RP session, basically. I've never been to the San Jose Convention Center. Help me. Have I been to that one? I think I have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. Huh. Oh, Zatham, you probably already know that Raylis' character got murdered. In GTA RP. Because he also went on a long GTA RP bender arc, which he's kind of just finally getting out of. His character's gonna have a funeral on Sunday, because he was a big part of the police force, and they're gonna hold an actual, like, funeral sort of service for him. So that's nice. He did a whole, retrospective about it the other day on stream. Hello, Steel. What's up? How you doing? Spending a lot of money to get there, yeah?
The weather outside is frightful, and the fire is so delightful. But since there's no show to binge, Kozii's quinge, Kozii's quinge, Kozii's quinge.
Shadow, that's amazing. Thank you. Then I got shot in GTA RP. I did get shot, actually. I got shot the other day. My mom walked in and just, like, made a face at that.
Get shot all the time.
It's true. Mom Paka's doing better. She had a fall recently, but she's on one crutch. She's sore, but she's able to put weight on her knee, so.
Yay!
Yay! Baka says he misses you.
Tell Baka I'll be in chat in a little bit.
She says she'll be in chat in a little bit. I don't know if you heard that. It's the most relatable VTuber I've ever seen. Wow. Amazing. Plus, you haven't caved to Marvel Rivals craze? I actually was watching people play Marvel Rivals. I was watching people play in Discord calls, and also I was watching some people stream and stuff like that. The problem that I have is that I tend to not play a lot of the big shooter games, not because of the gameplay content, because I do like things like Splatoon, but because of the communities. And I don't like that people rage and shit talk and etc. in those games. And I think the amount of, like, you know, sexist sort of comments and stuff like that that you get in those kind of games, it's uncomfortable, and it's just not my environment. There was a Splatoon mode! I did see that. I did see that. Let's play with voice chat off. Yeah, but it's like, I don't want to support those communities existing. I want them to come up with something better to actually stop it, instead of me needing to just turn off a functionality of the game that makes it easier to communicate with people. Like, if the answer for something is, well, don't use it, when it's so vital to gameplay in some cases, and it really does make or break a game, then I think that there's something wrong with the system and they need to fix it. So. But I'm glad that other people are enjoying it. Having fun and stuff. Don't like Overwatch 3? Yeah. We aren't going back to 360 voice chat days. I feel like there are ways they probably could fix it, but there's a lot of people that have weird outcries about it because they want to do the shit talking and stuff like that because they think it's part of gamer culture, which I don't agree with. But I also would get told off for thinking that way because I'm just a woman.
Don't exist!
Yeah, women aren't real. Like I said earlier, I'm actually just a man. All VTubers are actually just men, but we just rub each other with radioactive material and we transform at night into anime girls, so. To many, it's part of the gameplay, which is weird. It's weird. Well, I run my own Minecraft server to avoid situations like this. It's also crazy that that kind of thing happens in Minecraft. Like, that shouldn't be something you're avoiding in Minecraft at all, in my opinion, but it is. We should play Played Up. We should! Wait, do I have Played Up or do I have the other one? Heck. Oh dear. I know I played that with people. Power Worlds. Blasted Plastic Duck Simulator. I love that game. I got Dale and Dawson and I haven't played that with anyone yet either. I feel like that's the one social deduction game that I would be okay with playing. I think I could play probably Dale and Dawson. I should set up a Dale and Dawson game with some people or something. Fall Guys. Technically I have content warning because it was free for a while, but I'm probably not going to play it. I do have Played Up! Yeah! I do have Played Up. That's the one I have. I don't have Overcooked. I do have Played Up. I only have one of them. In the Minecraft SMP server. Wait. Which one? I didn't see... I don't think I've seen anything more recently with, an SMP server for it. Escape from Tarkov? Is that a beginner-friendly FPS? If I ever decided that I was gonna play an FPS, I would just go hit up Senny and ask her to play with me because I know she's so... Okay. Senny is interesting. She's so funny because I know she could and would shit talk. But she's also so sweet and cute and just wants to play games with people and she just likes having fun. She would love to play with you. I know she would. I know. So if I ever wanted to play an FPS, I think the first person that I would go to is Senny. And I'd be like, hey, which one do you suggest? What do you like? Which is best? I would probably also ask her which is best for mouse and keyboard, because I almost always just use mouse and keyboard and I don't want to use a controller. Tarkov community is pretty chill, actually. Is it really? Huh. Toxic Senny is base Senny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know she could be toxic, but I'm not there for that kind of gameplay sort of stuff, so. Got invited to play Marvel with Mar and Senny in that group, but I'm nervous if I'm bad, Senny's gonna laugh at me. Well, I mean, we all laughed at Senny when she was falling all the time in Chain Together, so. I think she's owed that much. I think she's allowed to laugh a little bit. Also, her laugh is a genuine joy, so you should enjoy that. That's how I found your channel. Speedy, Slack, and Bonsai, yeah, and the Bonsai Brothers. And Himi. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, did the server devolve into bad stuff? I didn't see any of it, I don't think. I thought it went okay. I do remember Terrorizer was kind of upset at how some things were going on that server, though. I know that Terrorizer was having issues because he wanted to... Like, he just was trying to figure out ways to make it fun, and he decided to build somewhere, and he got blocked from building somewhere, and there was like a giant wall that was built in front of his stuff, and he kind of just quit. But... I don't think there was any, like, really big, drama stuff or anything like that. As far as I heard, anyways. The Purge? Oh, I haven't even seen anything. If there's been something else that got made, then I haven't been around for it or invited to it or anything. Sunny's laugh is too cute. It's gonna make me suck more. True. True and fair. She would just make me play Valo. Yeah, they believe in you. They believe in you. Oh, I love Mar too. I need to hit up Mar. I know Mar was DMing me and trying to talk to me and stuff like that, but it was in a phase where like I had so many DMs and so many things that I had to go back to and get to, and I just didn't get around to answering. I need to go DM Mar again. Maybe I'll do that after stream. Cause I'm finally getting caught back up on all my DMs and plans and stuff like that. I'm finishing up a couple of commissions for Scarla, and a commission that I had for Cynical, and I need to get paid by Rixie. I made boobs, guys. She showed people, so I can show people, right? That's how that works. It's okay. I made tits. Hold on. Hold on, let me just whip out the tits real quick. I think this is it. This is it. I made boobs. Well, okay, my friend Claro drew them, and I made them move around and stuff. They move in weird directions because they're actually set up so that when she pins them to a specific part on her body, then it actually moves pretty well with her body and looks like it should be attached to her model properly. I made tits. You should clip them on and try it out. I don't think it'll work the same for me. I think it would look funny and just like wiggle in weird directions and stuff like that. It's just the tits. I have her model. I don't think I shouldn't. Well, I wonder if I had an NDA thing with Nexus, but Nexus isn't really a thing anymore. I could show you really quickly. I'll show you really quickly, but like it's Rixie's thing. So if you really wanna go have fun with the tits, then you're gonna have to go and talk to Rixie about it. Robot girl. Whoa, thighs! Jesus Christ. Oh man, I unattached them. I unattached them accidentally. I think it's... What button? Shit. Whack. Forget what button I had the toggle on. Oh, well there we go. That's attached. Okay, so they're made so that they move with her body. But like, as you can see, this is her normal one. And then this is her tits. So it's made to kind of look like it's still attached. So she can have a big boob toggle. Where's her jacket? There's her jacket. Okay. So this is with, and this is without. If only it were that easy. But yeah, so I made them so that she can have like a tit toggle that kind of matches her rigging. I tried to match the rigging as best as I could. And then she can just have little jiggly tits. Detachable boobs. Exactly. Yeah. That's great. Rixie's cool. I like Rixie. I don't know. I don't know why she wanted tits. Wait, don't DM her. I don't actually know if she's shown them to her chat yet. I don't know if she's actually, because she hasn't paid me yet, and she wanted to pay me before. I need to hit her up. I need to talk to her still. She hasn't paid me yet, and she didn't want to show her chat before she paid me, so I don't know if she's actually shown her chat yet. So maybe wait on. Don't say it yet. Maybe. I mean, maybe check out and see if she's shown them offers. Shush. Yeah, they're hiring me for my specialty. I like making objects and animations. I think it's fun. I did make Scarlet a dog. Where's the dog? Here's the dog. Scarlet wanted to get her chat a dog for Christmas, so My friend Claro drew it, and I animated it for her. And then she just has a dog. I do like Booba. I mean, Booba's pretty cool. Booba's pretty cool. But I'm catching up on commission stuff, and then I'm not going to take commissions for a little while because not only do I want to kind of set up for something else for myself, maybe a new outfit or something like that, maybe like design something new for myself, I also just kind of want to break from commissions. For just a while. And I still need to do JJ's robot, which is a lot, and I feel really bad that I haven't done it yet. I feel really bad that I haven't done it yet. I need to hit up JJ. He wasn't concerned about it. He didn't have a date in mind because he's also still going through school stuff and doesn't have time to VTube. But it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I got JJ's model, and I need to do it for him. Basically, JJ is one of my viewers, won rigging from me at one point, a couple years ago now. We waited basically a full year for him to get the model finally completed. He got the model, and now it's been basically a full year since that point when I got the model. There's just been so much going on. But he has like a really, really cool robot model, and I do want to do it because I think it would be a good kind of flexing of my capabilities with Live 2D, but I have not done it yet. I need a vacation. Technically, I took a vacation, though it wasn't really a vacation intentionally. It was just, there was so much stuff going on. And well, okay, it wasn't a vacation because I was still working on commissions. So, technically not true. I like making objects, so here's the booba I animated. Thanks. Yeah. You like the tits I made? Oh, hey, Chad, by the way, I was saying earlier that I kind of want to get a logo from you. Because I saw that you were doing logo commissions. I saw it on Blue Sky the other day, and I was like, oh, shit. I didn't know you did logos, too. I kind of wanted to get the, I like the logo that Isu did for me for Memory Leak, but I kind of wanted to just get another one since I was changing the vibe of it a little bit more and targeting it more towards just like a nostalgia sort of podcast. So I wanted to get another Memory Leak logo. So I'll have to hit you up at some point. I did them for the memes, but people like them. I like them. I like them. I'm people. That's me. I like that. I have a huge update, actually. I forgot. I talked about at one point how fucked over my dad had been for work stuff. I'm not gonna go in huge detail, but my dad, I'll like TLDR it basically. My dad had gotten a knee injury at work. He works for the Postal Service. He got a knee injury. He had to have surgery for it, but they basically blocked surgery from him for like a month. He ended up losing a part of his knee, and they had to replace it with a metal plate. They kept him out of work for the longest time. They kept denying PT to him, physical therapy. It was a whole situation. Then he finally got back into work again. He did a little bit of work and then fell again. Both of the falls were due to workplace negligence because things were left around or like in the way or stuff like that. He fell and landed on his arm and fractured his upper arm. He managed to get away from that one with just a little bit of rest, and it healed itself eventually. But we've been dealing with it kind of for multiple years now because they kept doing really weird fucking shit. And like, they forced him to stay in custodial instead of doing mechanic work like he was supposed to, because I guess they thought that he was incompetent. They kept denying him going up in rank and getting the right jobs that he was qualified for different reasons. We couldn't understand why they kept doing all of this stuff. We also knew that the higher-ups at the entire freaking Postal Service knew about him, liked him. He actually put a fix into place for postal services across the entire nation that improved productivity on the sorting machines for everyone across the board, which, by the way, was, hey, do your maintenance and clean the machines. Like, he's done so much, and people know about him, and they think he's really qualified, and several people have actually asked for him to be in a position or wanted him to be in certain positions or stuff like that, but they kept denying him things. They kept, fucking him over in various ways, etc. Currently, he's at a training class for, being a supervisor, and his former boss that just left that position and went to a different position, was there. And the position that he just got was one that my dad had applied for. And he was like, he was talking about it. Apparently he got to the position, found out that there's supposed to be 3 supervisors, but are currently 2. One of them said he was gonna go on break for 2 days, so the other guy had to start immediately. Like, my former dad's boss had to start immediately. The guy was like, wait, but I haven't even moved there yet. And he's like, well, figure it out, not my problem. He's currently doing the work of 1.5 full supervisors, and he's qualified to basically supervise fast food workers, and that's about it. So he's getting some karma in that he's working incredibly hard in a position that he's actually not qualified for yet, had to go take a class for, and because he had to go take the class for it, he still has to do his work, so he's basically working 24/7 while taking a class for it and getting calls even while he's off duty. Getting the most karma in the entire world. And my dad was talking to him a little bit. And the guy was like, didn't you apply for this position? What the fuck? And my dad was like, yeah, didn't you research it? Didn't you like look into what was being asked of people, what was needed, what was going on at the plant, etc.? He didn't. He graciously helped the guy out by like teaching him how to look into logs and stuff like that. And while they were talking, the guy said that he owed my dad a beer and a long apology. And apparently they had a talk where he was like, yeah, your first day you came in, you did stuff on a machine and a fuse blew. So I thought you were completely incompetent. And that changed his expectation of my dad for years, apparently. And he just never believed anything that my dad said from that point on, or that he knew what he was doing, or anything of the sort, because he blew a fuse. And he was like, well, clearly you know what you're doing, but what about all of the medical stuff? And my dad was like, do you want to know how to see the medical records too? And he taught him how to see the medical records. And the guy looked at the medical records and he was like, but that's illegal. And my dad was just like, yeah. And he's like, but why didn't you tell me about this? And my dad was like, I did, like a lot. And he was like, but I didn't believe you because that's illegal. So he had a conversation with his former boss, and his former boss now finally understands how illegal it all was and what was going on, and he feels really, really bad. Based karma for that guy. Karma's real, apparently, and she is a bitch when she's coming for you. It's crazy. Yeah. Very awarding beard apology. But at the same time, it's like, this was several years of his life that this guy fucked him over because he blew a fuse. But, you know, at least he had the balls to apologize about it. And, like, realize his error once he actually paid attention and saw that work was being done, at least. And I mean, also, if I was that guy, if I was in his shoes and I realized the error of my ways and what I had done, that would be like a life-changing experience, I feel like, for me. Like, finding out all of this stuff about somebody and finding out it was all real the entire time and I just was complicit in fucking this guy over for years of his life is crazy. It would change me deeply as a person, I feel like, if I was that guy. That's a lot, you know? That's insane. Yeah. Probably did, yeah. Oh, I have a helicopter in GTA RP now. I can fly. The flight school opened up just the other day. Well, just yesterday? Just yesterday. And so the flight school is now fully operational. People can not only get licenses for helicopters, but also for airplanes. I think most people have just done their helicopter flight training so far. It's pretty cool. Everyone likes flying around a lot. There's been new laws that have been created for doing crime with helicopters, so people can do crime with their helicopters, but they have a really hefty fine and stuff behind it, so. Blew a fuse like losses. Oh, literally blew a fuse. Yeah. Yeah, he happened to be cleaning the machine at the time, so it was blamed on him. We don't even know if it was actually... I doubt that it was actually his fault. I don't think he actually blew the fuse at all. I think the guy just assumed that he blew the fuse because he was the last one that was working on it and he was cleaning it. So... I'm trying to get out of my job because I'm getting blamed for stuff and losing hours of work. Oh, really? We were talking about IRL flight school. No, in GTA RP. Sorry. It is a whole thing. You do have to go through a class. You have to do training, and then you have to prove that you know how to fly well enough to get an advanced license, and then you can get extra helicopters. I got one that's just kind of a little guy. It's like a 2-seater little guy. It's actually got the pontoons on it so you can land it in water and stuff. But unfortunately you can't anchor it, so the sudden turn to you can do crime now. Sorry. There's a big event happening tomorrow for GTA RP, but I may or may not go to it. I'm gonna talk with my gang about it today, but I don't know. I don't know if I do or don't want to be involved in it. I might have to be, but I don't know. I'm trying to do social media managing full-time, but man, it's hard. It is hard. It's hard. You never realize, I feel like. Oh, also, RTS, good night. Good night, rest well. Bye-bye. Also, I'm glad that I'm helping. That makes me happy. I'm glad. The only reason I ever started streaming was because I just wanted to, like, kind of be a spot for people to just go and like, not think about their problems as much and just hang out for a little while, so I'm glad. Thought about getting back into RP, but I don't have free time right now. I have things that I could say about it. It's, there's, I think, at current time, there are maybe 2 camps of people that exist on this GTA RP server. And I think one camp of people thought that by getting into serious RP, that meant that they were going to have heavy storylines and potential of dying if anything really serious happened, and really, like, realistic scenarios alongside, like, you know, really in-depth sort of things. And I think there was another camp of people that thinks that serious means dark and violent. And I think the 2 sides are currently clashing because there's, like, people will shoot each other or blow each other up or stuff like that, or torture scenes. There was a torture scene that was supposed to happen or stuff like that. And it's all very violent, but the people that are involved in it aren't being spoken to out of character because the people that are doing it are trying to avoid meta-knowledge. And so they're getting to the point where the people that it's happening to are dying because they have permadeathable characters And nobody asked. And nobody communicated with them that this was gonna happen, or the depth of how serious it is. And so people are dying for really stupid reasons, like insulting somebody for being a bad chicken father. Because one camp of people thinks that it's okay if you do, like, really violent things because people are still just gonna get back up again anyways. And the other camp of people is like, why the fuck would you do that? That would kill somebody. You can't just dump over 100 rounds into somebody and then blow them up and then ocean dump them and expect them to survive. What are we yapping about? I was just talking about GTA RP stuff. I'm in a server that I just hang out in, just like generally speaking. And I like the people involved in it, but I think there's two camps of people and they are clashing really, really hard right now. And I think there's different expectations, and I think we need to have a giant... Oh, this happened yesterday. Yeah. I think we need to have a giant server discussion about expectations and what people actually are trying to get out of the server and how people are interacting with each other in certain ways and stuff like that, because I don't think we're on the same page, and I think that's what's actually causing the problems. Because I don't think anyone is upset about these things happening as much as they are, like, they're happening either for really dumb stuff or they're happening without much care, you know? Like, no, when the torture scene was gonna take place, the people involved in it weren't directly asked if that was okay, except for the one that was getting tortured. But like the one that was going to be receiving, like watching that, wasn't asked if that was okay. So people are trying to avoid meta information too hard, and it's causing problems, I think. People also are just like really heavily leaning into game mechanics instead of thinking that it's a real life sort of situation, so they're not thinking about the fact that unloading over 100 bullets into someone and then blowing them up is going to kill them. No Kenshi today! No Kenshi today, soon. I was so happy. I'm honestly really happy with everyone coming in and being like, Kenshi? Not today, not today. I'll play again next week. Probably on either Monday or Tuesday is when I'm going to be playing Kenshi next. I think some people's frame of reference being for content servers where wacky scenarios get clips causes a little divide. I think so too. I do think that's part of it. I think that some people are really used to streamed stuff, and streamed RP versus unstreamed RP can be very different because unstreamed RP can lack a lot of action and be a lot of slower paced, more realistic stuff. And I think that is part of the disconnect. I heard about people cheating on their partners in RP, but it bled into real life, and that kind of stuff turned me off trying to get into it. Yeah. Yeah. People, sometimes are weird about, RP bleed stuff. But I think also what people consider to be bleed differs between people. Because I think you can be upset about how something was handled out of character without it being a bleed situation. I think you can dislike the way something is handled without it being RP bleed. Like, for instance, in that sort of situation, if you didn't speak to your partner ahead of time and say, hey, I'm gonna be RPing dating this person or something, and your partner is upset about it, or like something like that, you know? Then I think it makes sense that it's not really a bleed situation. It's just like they wanted more courtesy. They wanted you to talk to them about it first. Or they wanted to know what kind of things that you were going to be getting into and they didn't realize, you know? Minecraft RP. I like RPing a lot. I've been RPing for 20 years. maybe a little bit more. But because I've been RPing for 20 years, I have a lot of expectations about how it should be done. Like, for instance, I have had it drilled into my head that, basically, if you dislike a character and, you don't want, your character hates them in some way. You don't want to end up in a situation where you're talking shit about them behind their back but not interacting with them openly. Because that's going to feel bad for the person that's playing the character, and it is going to cause kind of a bleed situation. Because they're not going to be able to see the dislike happening. All RP is something that's like everyone that is there to play a character. So, if you're not interacting with them, and your non-interaction is the way you're trying to RP with them, you're not RPing with them. And I've had that drilled into me that that's bad RP. And I don't think everyone has. Cozy from a virus, what is thy RP wisdom? Inaction isn't RP, and I don't think everyone understands that, and I know that's a lot of the issue that I've not only had with this server, but like in other RP instances in the past. That's also been an issue that I've had before, where people just like shit talk your character, but they don't talk to your character. They don't shit talk your character to their face. They shit talk your character behind their back. And you can't see it, and you can't interact with it, and you can't shit talk back, and you don't know that anything is happening, so you can't interact with it in any way, so nothing happens on your end. Yeah, if you can't act, then you're not RPing. You're not able to actually play for it. Out of curiosity, when is the next Kenshi stream? Probably on Monday or Tuesday, I'm thinking. Sunday I'm gonna be playing my Minecraft, MapleStory, because apparently Mom Paka says there's an event that happens on Sunday, so I'm gonna try and play on Sunday. I'll probably just start a new account, I'll be honest. I'm probably gonna uninstall it on Steam and go start a new account for it. I know. No, I'm happy about it though, because I love Kenshi. I'm like, this is like the first time we're like, yeah, they're asking for the right thing. I want to do that. Like, I'm just yapping today, but I didn't want the people who I know follow me, who have followed me for a long time, who maybe don't know about Kenshi and aren't really as into Kenshi. I didn't want to have to watch Kenshi every single stream for like multiple weeks, you know, so I did a chatting stream, and I'm breaking it up with MapleStory next time. Fun fact, actually, Steve, fun fact, I discovered, I think there was a mod on the Steam Workshop, I believe, where you can actually add a Vroid into Kenshi. So so I could maybe technically take my Vroid Kozii model and yeah. Oh Jesus. Hold on. I'm having a weird issue on my PC. I'm fixing it. Okay. Alright, I think I fixed it. Okay, we're good. There's a 3D Kozii. There's a couple 3D Koziis, actually. There's another 3D Kozii that I actually need to show you guys still that I haven't gotten to play with yet on stream because I haven't figured out how Wardo works entirely. I'm actually going to ask probably my friend Midas, because I think Midas uses Wardo, if she has any suggestions for using a 3D model in Wardo. And I might also hit up Seni, but I have to use it in Wardo because it's a file that was made with a certain a certain physics sort of thing that only works in Wardo of the capture programs that exist. So, Warudo. So I have to hit up some people and Zawarudo. Moto's a good program. It's really good. It's neat. But I do have a 3D chibi that I need to play with you guys. And I was telling people before, I think during my pixel model debut thing, that I want to make, you know, those silly little videos from the Zoob era with the bunny that like walks on screen and then starts screaming about things. I actually want to make those kind of videos with it because it reminds me of the bunny. I really want to make those videos with it. Really want to do that. So, just you wait. She means me, Chad. I'm the zoomer that doesn't know about Kenshi. Kenshi isn't that old. All right, hold on. How old do you think Kenshi is? How old do you think Kenshi is? When do you think it released? It really isn't as old as it looks. Yeah, no, that's why I'm asking. I want to know. I want to know. I was definitely alive. No. All right, you're 10 years wrong. 2000, you'd say 2000, Steve? It was released in 2018. It's not that old. It's younger than Skyrim, I'm pretty sure. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Skyrim was 2011. It's younger than Skyrim. It was in early access for a long time, yeah. But so its full release was 2018. It's not even 10 years old. The graphics tricked me good. The graphics actually aren't as bad as you'd expect either. I have my graphics settings kind of low just because Kenshi is kind of a finicky game. So, it's actually not as bad as you think. If you put it on high graphics and you just take a look at everything, it's actually not bad. But it's just finicky, so nobody ever plays it on high graphics. Also, hi Lily, what's up? Yeah, Skyrim is 11. I just forget how old games are because graphics have gotten insane now. I think that's a problem, honestly, in a way, because I feel like everyone assumes that a newer game has to have ridiculous graphics, but I think that some of the best games were ones that were made outside of the graphical capability. Like, when Stardew Valley came out, not only was it kind of a little bit ugly still, because I think Concerned Ape hadn't fully fleshed out his style enough yet. So it was still very beginner pixel art, but it also was not anywhere near what the games that were made around the same time period were in terms of graphical capabilities. An imported VTuber model and a Hive Queen playthrough with Bugman fans. Oh my god! No, see, it's fine. It's fine, Valkis, because I was planning to do the Bug Queen, the Fog Queen, Bug Queen sort of playthrough again on stream at some point because I feel like you guys would really enjoy it. So I've already mostly given up on that playthrough just so I can do it on stream at some point. So that would be great. Oh my god, I could just, I'll be me and then all of my, like, brainless fogmen warriors as chat. You can eat people, chat! I never actually played with pogs, fun fact. I did play with marbles back when I was younger. I played with marbles. Beyblades, I did do Beyblades. Yeah, you can eat people! It'll be great. Pogs were, I think pogs weren't very popular where I lived, as far as I'm aware. I don't think they were very popular. They were a couple years before time, that's true. Off topic, but I'm really drunk right now, and it's because it's my birthday. Nice! Happy early birthday! But is it bad? I have a satisfaction of getting a woman pregnant because I want to have kids. I mean, if you want to have kids, I mean, you know, I think it's okay to be happy about it and like enjoy it, as long as she's into it. That's my only thing. You just gotta make sure she's into it. I don't think that's bad. Why would that be bad? You can like, yeah, you can like wanting to reproduce and have kids and stuff like that. I think that's fine. I think a lot of people turn that into a bad thing because I don't know, it's like a whole, there's a weird cultural thing going on right now, but no, you can enjoy it. Yeah. It's being human. It is within human urges to want to make kids. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, don't give in. Rainbow. I sure hope there are humans who are into reproduction. Me too. If there's not humans that are into reproduction, we might be in trouble. That's what Japan's problem is right now. Yeah, wanting to have children is arguably one of the least problematic reasons to want to get a woman pregnant. Especially because if you want to have children, that means you're gonna stick around, you know? If it's a desire to have the children and, like, raise the children and be with the children, then, like, that's definitely one of the least problematic reasons. You were into reproduction exactly once, in fact. Oh, I'm also into breeding with Pokemon. Proof? Oh yeah, if you liked reproduction so much, where's your kid? Being anime on the internet as an alpaca girl. I'm right here. Hey, what's up? What's up? I should go eat the rest of my pizza. I'm hungry. And I also shouldn't keep yapping too much. I've had a dry cough for a while. My throat's been kind of fucked up. I should go get tea. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys about my pizza. We got personal pizzas from like a place that does like a lot of personal pizzas like that you can customize and make into your own sort of thing. I got a white sauce pizza with two kinds of, yeah, biology. I got a white sauce pizza with two kinds of sausage and bacon, and red onion and mushroom and garlic and herb sauce. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, I believe so. It was really good. I'm gonna do my best to be the best man out there. Yeah, get him! Yeah, you got that! Yeah! I think that's perfectly fine. That's a really, wholesome reason to want to breed. Yeah, you like it? My pixel model. It's really cute. Reason to what now? Oh, hey, Sotek, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, Mom Paka, do you want to tell everyone what you got on your pizza? Mine was simple, but I was trying to replicate a type of pizza that we used to have in our area before, but the pizza place that we used to get it at closed. That's a sentence to walk in on. Beeb. Brats with barbecue sauce. Brats with barbecue sauce? I've never eaten brats with barbecue sauce, but I could see it being good. Doesn't sound bad. Feels so refreshing to be here. I'm glad! I'm glad you're doing well, too. Hell yeah. I'm glad to see you guys. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been 6 weeks since you looked at me. No. It's been why not? My pizza was cauliflower crust with herb butter, pesto, mozzarella, grated parmesan, ricotta, artichoke, fresh basil, garlic, grape tomato, mushroom, red onion, spinach, chicken, and bacon. That's such a mom paka pizza. Hope you're doing well amidst the winter chill. I've got freezing fog outside to make the world into a snow-covered silent hill. Oh my god. Well, I'm in California, so, the weather isn't too cold or anything like that. I don't have, snow or anything to worry about. It's chilly, but not, like, freezing cold or anything. And thankfully, I'm in Northern California, not Southern California nowadays, so, I'm not worried about fire near me. I'm just trying to see if you think like me. But what do you think? Why people's guard is up? Wait, why people's guard up is so upfront now before COVID? Do you mean like people get defensive more often and like they don't want to? They're less social and stuff like that. Do you mean that kind of thing? They don't want to talk to people. They get angry if you try and approach them. That kind of stuff. I did notice that happened. One week. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Na, 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 na. Local pizza joints are the best. Over in Upstate SC, there's this pizzeria that goes all in on the cheese and sauce. It's so gooey and chewy. We love it every time we order one. The pizza that we used to get, was also one of those like really gooey, stretchy, like tons of cheese pizzas. But it was called a rancher, and it was basically the same sort of thing, like white sauce with like 3 or 4 different types of meat on it, and garlic, and I don't think it had mushroom on it. It might have had mushroom, I don't remember. And then like lots of cheese and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately they shut down. It's been They put autism in the mac and cheese. No. No, I know where they put the autism. At least for women. Listen, hold on. I got a secret for you. I got a secret to tell you. Get out of here, pixel me, just for a second. I had a secret. Here's a secret. You want a secret? If she really likes Uncrustables, she's probably autistic. It's not the only sign. It's not, but it is a really big sign. Uncrustables are an autistic woman's comfort food. She also may really like cats. That's true. That's true. That's true. I want to know where the autism is stored. Why are they so weird out here? I think that people kind of learned from COVID that they really need to protect their own and their own interests and their own people. And I think that people are mostly just worried that the people they're talking to don't have similar views on how that should look and what they should do and stuff like that. So I think people are mostly just sticking to their own, basically their own tribes. Their own hobbies, their own safe spaces, stuff like that. I think that's kind of what's happening. I think the same thing kind of goes for like politics and stuff like that. A lot of people feel very threatened in a lot of ways with their livelihoods. And I think people just don't trust other people anymore in the same way. There is no love thy neighbor sort of thing these days anymore. Though my neighbors are also fantastic. They brought us bread for Christmas. Home-baked breads. Bread rolls. It was tasty. People are always like this, just without the internet. I think the internet made it so that we could communicate with people a lot easier, and I think a lot of people that really preferred to communicate heavily actually went to the internet. Funny enough. They put the autism in the Beyblades? Aw, shit. Ah, shit, they got us. The internet did give me so many. You know what? That is also another thing. People now are seeing the bad parts of humanity way more than the good parts with things on the online, and I think they just can't trust at default. Because somebody might be a terrible person. My Switch is radiating autism, me too. Yeah, so true, King. Home baked sourdough rolls. Neighbor makes so good sourdough. Yeah, it does. It really does. One of the dinosaurs of the internet. Those of us in the early years had such optimism and high hopes for it. We tried to make a really cool place. Then the trolls showed up. And then the trolls kept showing up. And then the normies showed up. And that added a whole new layer. It went from being just a fun place where people were trying to communicate with each other and trying to have cool things to monetization. Yeah. You had a GameCube. I didn't have a GameCube as a child. Oh, the normies showing up meant that the normies met the trolls first and never learned netiquette. True! True. They did. But yeah, it's, you know, I think people are just in, I think it'll probably get better. I think people probably will start talking to each other more again. I think they'll probably get to a point where they're alright. Oh, does he? I love Northern Lion. I have a cave troll. A full-ass cave troll. It's sitting in their basement, actually. Anyway, I'm gonna go have tea and finish the rest of my pizza. Usually stay chilling in my corner of the internet with my friends, so the experience of the internet is mostly positive. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's experience. I think a lot of people just kind of stay with their own little groups at this point, which I think is okay. I think it's fine. If you find a group that you vibe with, then it's alright to just enjoy those people. It's hard. A lot of people expect you to have a lot of communication with a lot of different people, especially if you're like a public figure, like me or something. People expect you to talk to people a lot more, but human beings can only hold so many actual meaningful relationships. Which is called Dunbar's number, by the way. That's a theory. I don't think it's a actually proven thing, but I believe in it. Yeah, if you have a biology, they're pretty good. They're not bad. Thank you. I'll enjoy my pizza. I'll also enjoy my tea. Yeah, Kenshi Monday or Tuesday, I believe. I think probably more like Tuesday, so that I'm not doing back-to-back streams just because I am having some struggles with my throat right now. Probably Tuesday. Yeah. Soon we're gonna get freaking beep. We need books and we need beep. That's what we need. We need books and beep. Books and beep. The B stream. We need books, beep, and also maybe a better place to settle down. I'm not sold on where we picked actually yet. Big Stronk is okay. I'm just sad that Oblongalore died. Wait, maybe we can adopt Oblongalore's child or something. His long lost child. So hooked on Kenshi right now, that's all I can think about. That's a mood. That's such a mood! It's thought to be around 150 people or so. It's the expected size of a social group of humans, kind of like hyenas do. Yes, though I would say that that's the acquaintance range. I would say it's only around 20 to 50 for people that you like really heavily care about and like talk to on a regular basis and hang out with. Thanks, Ram! Some horrible reason, you have to go to the Parkville Towson area in Baltimore. Do yourself a favor and order a white crab pizza from Polly's. Ooh. Ooh. White crab. Ooh. Ooh. Oblong. No. Oblong allure. He has a very normal head. Or had. He had a very normal head. He had a really normal head. It was really normally sized. Really normal. Very normal head. Very upsetting. I don't remember what he died to, but I think it was crab raiders. Oblonga vor. Vor? Aw, shit. Regularly hang out with, I think the number is actually basically 5 people that are considered like your best friend or like really heavy family members who you actually like talk to all the time. I think it's 10 for your immediate circle of people who you like something happened and you're gonna contact or something like that. And then I think it goes up dramatically from there. I think the next one is maybe 25 or something, and then 50, and then 100. I think that's how it goes. Naruhodo. It says so on his tombstone. It says he had a really normal head on his tombstone. What's the weather like outside? California's on fire, so it's not great. It's not the best. Weather is smoky. Very frightful. Also good. You should have Kenshi on your other monitor. No, he had a head. It was just very long. I mean, normal sized. Very normal. Extendedly normal. Very creamy and luscious texture, plus the awesomeness that is Maryland crab meat. Wow! Damn! You're good at chillin'. Yeah, it was shockingly average. You could see it in the profile picture. He was like dead straight on, and he never turned too far to either side, so you couldn't see the back at all. Okay, all right, let me go get my tea. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out and stuff. It was nice to just chat and catch up and stuff like that. I talked about a lot of random things. It was nice. Yes, tea for you too. Let's go raid somebody. Who will we raid? God, there's a lot of people on right now. We could raid Scarla. Oh, looks like I guess Ellie or Booster. I don't know which one is doing something with comics, which is cool. Xander is playing. Is it me side or my side? Roy is on. I don't know what Roy is doing. Aishi is doing Skyblock. Do Skyblock. Comics? You want to see the comics? VTuber inherits 60,000 comics. Is the title of that one. Skyblock or comics? Alright, which one? What do you guys want? Mono Monet is also live DJing right now, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'd probably say me side. 60k. Alright, let's do comics. Let's do comics. Okay. Oh, wow. Been streaming for almost 5 hours. I don't know how long they're gonna be around. I don't know if they're gonna stick around too much longer. But actually, let me check. Make sure. Let me make sure they're not just like ending currently or something. Are they playing Genshin on the side.
No! He is a short king.
That's so funny. It looks like they're playing Genshin on the side. They don't seem like they're gonna end right now, so yeah, we'll go see them. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out. I will be back again on Sunday with Maple Story, where I'm just gonna be nostalgic as fuck about it for a while, and then probably quit again until they do something that's like more beneficial for the community. Fucking Maple Story devs. Okay, bye bye.